What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD back again with another video. You guys know what time it is. It's time to hop back in the Extra Academy survival guide. So we're about to go and get into it. See what's in store for us today. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, want to take support even further, Patreon link is in the description below. Also join the Otaku Game membership and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live on the channels. Let's go and get into it, man. Ed. Yeah, here we go. Misunderstanding alert. And that's Lucy. Yep, it's not what you think though. That's definitely Lucy. Unfortunately, it is. My intuition was right after all. Maybe I was born to be a detective. What? Is all this? Like, this boy got a whole compound in the woods. Come to think of it, I'm meeting her early tomorrow morning. I have a ton of work to do, but I should go to bed early. I need to rescue Lucy, slowly, as quietly as possible. I'd be like, what makes you think I need rescuing first and foremost? What? Lucy? Who are you? The assistant professor for your... I don't think she cares, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. She went back in there? Bruh, why is she looking like that though? She like, what the hell is going on? I knew it. Ed Rothstaylor. Have you heard of him? He goes by just Ed now since he's been disowned. I do not remember the names of talentless trash. Your mama. Don't be so harsh, Professor Glass. You know Lucy though, right? The student named Ed managed to overwhelm the Lucy Mayrill, who was powerless against him. I was researching the occupation of Ophella's Hall because something felt wrong. But before that, I went into the forest because, Cleo, your story makes no sense. Anyway, to get straight to the point, I went to Ophella's Hall and used the TheOtakuFix recording magic you see. TheOtakuFix recording magic. Did you get permission for that? Of course not. I just made some likely excuse. You should start on your written apology. I already wrote one because I knew this would happen. I should be able to get pardoned for it, though. See for yourself. He totally looks like the mastermind, right? I mean, look at the way he's sitting there, looking all evil like that. Just because he's sitting? Is that all? Like I told you earlier, Ed was carrying Lucy, who was unconscious, over his shoulder, and are you sure he wasn't just carrying her because she was asleep? Yep, that was pretty much it. That's all it was. Just bring me your written apology. Right, he like, get the fuck out. He like, get your ass out. Go on now, get. Yes, just as reported. Ed stood in the way of Taylor and his friends, but was defeated in mere moments. The talented swordsman Taylor and the genius alchemist Elvira There is no possible way that common students stood against those two. Oh, what? A whole what? A whole what though? Explosion. Okay. That's a nice sword. Where can we get one? Construction completed. Your crafting skill has increased. Ornamental dagger explosive. Hey, that's us. A dagger made by infusing the ornamental dagger with explosion magic with spiritual infusion can activate the infused magic within the set range, and as it has been infused ahead of time, the activation speed of the magic is very fast and its mana efficiency excellent. Okay, well look at us. I'm proud of us. I've been using this dagger ever since I started living out in the wild. It's really satisfying to inscribe it with things that make it more effective. The spiritual infusion has worked quite smoothly. The more the caster has used the item, the more effective the infusion you see. You have climbed the ranks once again, Master Ed. I am overjoyed. This ought to be celebrated. I, Fire Spirit Mug, will sing a song to express my joyful heart. This is a shepherd song passed down through history in the Pulon region. Master Ed, I'm sorry. I beg you to let me atone for my misdeeds. How embarrassing. And the most embarrassing thing is that I do not know what I did wrong. Please enlighten me and allow me to rectify my mistakes so I may improve myself. Hey. Yes. I'll be like, bro, chill out. You on Ritalin? Like, chill out. Drop the formalities. Spirits who are no longer fluid and have become low-ranking spirits raise their reputation by receiving mana through a contract with the Elementalist. If it's someone as skilled as Yin, it would make sense for a low-ranking spirit to be overly grateful for a contract, but this makes no sense. Why are you so overly excited about making a contract with someone like me? You were promised something in return. Well, I just spit it out. We're going to be working together for a long time from now. From now on, right? Master Ed, I cannot hide it any longer. My overflowing respect and loyalty for you do not stem from pure awe at your stature, but from my greedy little desire to make something of myself. I am so embarrassed. If I made a contract with you, Master Ed, and absorbed the refined magic around Lady Yin, I knew I would be able to grow twice as fast as any other low-ranking spirit. So, anything else you need to confess? Additionally, based on my research of the rumors about you, you are an authoritative person, so I did my best to please you. I understand. Your situation is clear. I've actually had it really hard. Bro, poor Mug. Spirit hierarchy shouldn't be so blatant. The older spirits are so mean to us younger spirits. Just relax, we're all just trying to survive. Master Ed, but I can't be too informal with you. I prefer this formality. Sure, do whatever is most comfortable for you. My combat skills were still lacking. But I had gotten strong enough that I was above average in strength for an adult male. My storage was full of meat and spices, so I had completely put behind my days of starving and sleeping under the stars. As long as I put in enough time and effort, classes that simply required memorization and theory application were completely doable. It had little to do with talent, as I only had to sleep a little less and keep stuffing the information in my brain until it stuck. Though I couldn't call these days peaceful, considering my strict and exhausting schedule. Things had gotten much better. Ed. I figured it was Yin. Look at me, what's wrong? I'm sorry, Yin, I had something to deliberate, so I zoned out a little. Don't overdo it. It's good to be diligent, but your health is more important. You need to concentrate. I received 3 letters today. 3 letters. The first was from the Academy and the second was from the Elk Company. Neither were particularly surprising, but it was the third letter that I needed to pay great attention to, because it was proof that the storyline had already gone off the rails. The current chapter of the story was the sale of the Sage's Sealed Tomb, the main event of Act 2. This incident was supposed to be a two-sided tug of war between the Academy and the Elk Company, but because of Elk's downfall, the person who initially requested that Elk acquire the Sage's Sealed Tomb, Crepin Rothstaylor, the head of the house Rothstaylor, stepped in himself. And so the Sealed Tomb had become a 3-way struggle between the Academy, the Elk Company, and the house Rothstaylor. Crepin Rothstaylor intended to use the Sage's Sealed Tomb for a search for immortality, and as things went awry, he had decided to jump into the negotiations himself. Crepin Rothstaylor was a boss in Sylvania's Veil Swordmaster who didn't appear until Act 4, which meant that he was far too strong for anyone to defeat right now. I needed to use whatever methods I could to exclude him from this episode. He would no doubt leave without a fight if he were to get his hands on the Sage's Sealed Tomb, but if the boss, who was already that strong in Act 4 without it, were to gain such an advantage as well, it could be impossible to win the game even with all my knowledge. This letter detailed the actions taken by Crepin Rothstaylor and what they might mean, as well as an invitation extended to me. The sender was: I have returned from the Northern Forest. I delivered the letter in person as you ordered. Thank you. Claire. Principal Obel came to me and informed me that the Academy's finances were already in great peril. I'm assuming the letter, okay. As Sylvania is a private academy, I cannot simply finance myself. At this rate, the Elk Company, who will get his hands on the Sage's Sealed Tomb, as it would be humiliating for the Academy to lose an item so integral to its very existence. Opal came to me in secret to ask for my aid. However, how strange. How do you think Crepin Rothstaylor even found out about these negotiations for him to insist on participating? That young man Ed could have reported it to him. He may have heard the rumors since he resides on campus. If I were in his shoes, I would do whatever it takes to be recognized and be taken back into this family. No, I doubt that. May I have the honor of joining your highness for tea despite my lowly status? Well, this is going to be an interesting conversation. This is unexpected, Laurel. I thought you disliked me. Oh my, that is quite the accusation, Princess Penny. If I did, I wouldn't have come all the way here to speak to you. The reason Crepin Rothstaylor must have involved himself in the negotiations is most likely because of my father rather than Ed. What? It appears that Crepin Rothstaylor was the one who requested that my father, Elk Callahan, acquire the Sage's Sealed Tomb in the first place. I had no idea, of course. Even with my father losing his position, the company's plan to acquire the tomb has not changed. The Elk Company has poured quite a lot of time and resources into these negotiations, you see. How strange, does the Elk Company not plan to acquire the Sage's Sealed Tomb in order to sell it to House Rothstaylor? Your purpose seems to align in the end. So why are the Elk Company and House Rothstaylor competing as though they each wish to acquire the tomb for themselves? That's because I no longer have any intention of selling the sealed tomb to the House Rothstaylor. And I'm in quite a peculiar situation at the moment, you see. So it is best for me not to associate with my father's closest customers. Why would you tell me something so integral to the company? Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You want to hold House Rothstaylor in check. And I wish to acquire the sealed tomb, so we both stand to win. I also wanted to step in because I feared that poor Ed would be roped into this. He is my dear upperclassman after all. You were worried about him. He has left his family and is busy living his own life. So guarding such misunderstanding just because he used to be part of the house Rothstaylor would be unfortunate, don't you think? Loda's actually worried about someone? What is she playing at? But his usefulness in this is undeniable. I'll be asking for his aid as a favor, and will even use my authority to order him if necessary. But if he keeps his mouth shut despite that, then, dude, boy, hey, you don't, I can't blame Penny, she don't know. Then I suppose I must use him. Lordo trying her best not to go off. She is trying her best not to snap. You're going to try and use him. She like, relax, calm down, don't snap, don't go off on her. Don't go off on her. Do you really think you have that power? You're going to try and use him. Lordo like, girl, who you think you are? How dare you speak to the princess that way? Princess Penny. We are allies, right? At least for this occasion. That is why I wanted to give you some heartfelt advice. Do not try to use him like a tool. You may find yourself being used in turn. You must hold her responsible for this insolence, princess. It's fine. This is confusing. I can't tell what Ed Rothstaylor is thinking, and Crepin Rothstaylor has suddenly joined the negotiation for the sealed tomb. But perhaps my most formidable opponent is this girl who shows no sign of bending her strong-headed arrogance before me, the Princess Lordo. I wonder if I'll ever get to see her being flustered or helpless. What on earth? Hey, Lordo, it's been a while. How have you been? Why my boy look dead tired though? A lot of things happen. I'm sorry, I didn't expect Yin to come too, so I only have enough rosemary tea from Poolin for 2 people. Would you like some water? Sure, I mean, it looked like you had a ton in the break room, but I guess you can't give any to a guest who's not a customer because it's merchandise. That's right, I'll just have water. Here, have this Yin. Alright, you're here for a magically engineered item. Yes. Those are obviously brand new items. There's not a single speck of dust on them. I thought you said it was unethical for a merchant to give away merchandise for free. Well, Yin, it looks like you don't have an eye for these things. If you take a closer look, these are all damaged products. That's nothing. You did this on purpose. Well, in the end, whether or not they're marketable doesn't matter. It's all about whether they are helpful to Ed. I mean, thanks, but I feel bad about getting it for free. I haven't paid for the last one either yet. This is the 4th time already. It's fine as long as you keep visiting to renew your contract. It's just a small amount of money. Wouldn't it be easier for both of you to just pay and get it over with? Well, that's for us to decide, don't you think? Oh, come on. Our boy is in the dumps. There it is again. That familiar feeling washing over me. It feels like I'm floating underwater. I have so much to do, but I keep ending up trapped in this strange sensation. I need to be wary of Crepin Rothstaylor, who has gotten involved with the negotiation for the sale of the Sage's sealed tomb. But that's almost 2 weeks away. So first, I need to make some sort of mattress for my bed. I think I could fold over some fabric and stuff it with feathers and other material to make it soft. I also need to skin and prepare the young deer I caught a few days ago. The inside of the cabin needs cleaning too. Oh, and I ran out of jerky for Lucy. That boy, you trying to do too much, my boy. You're trying to do too much. You need a vacation. That's what you need. You need a vacation, fam. Ed, wake up, Ed. Ed. Yeah, our boy need a vacation. Or a butler. Maybe I need to face the truth. The way he was fishing at his camp, focusing on survival, and the way he stayed calm and presented the right thing to do during the Glasgow subjugation incident. All the students have been saying that he just focuses on his studies, and Lorda warned me that I shouldn't judge him rashly. Maybe my insightful eyes were wrong. I need to confirm it for myself. I ordered him to visit me at the Royal Dormitory for that exact reason, after all. Claire, has tomorrow's schedule been decided yet? When is Ed Rothstaylor going to? Your Highness, it seems as though he will not be able to visit for a while. Why not? It was a royal decree. He wouldn't refuse. I heard that Ed Rothstaylor collapsed from overworking himself. I knew it. See, we need a vacation, man, or a butler. Something. Status ailment, exhaustion. You have a high fever, indigestion, chronic fatigue, migraines, periodic fainting, shortness of breath, impaired vision, magic maladjustment, and weakened. Jesus Christ. Well, damn. We got a lot of stuff wrong with us. Get enough rest to overcome the status ailment. It's hard to breathe. My body feels heavy and my lower stomach feels hot. I swear, Lucy cannot find nowhere else to sleep, can she? Too salty, less salt. You're talking about jerky in your sleep too? Lucy is even lighter than her small stature already suggests. It's hard to believe a human can weigh so little, but I can't budge at all. Lucy seems to be the same as always, so this must have something to do with my condition. I'm completely frail right now. I'm seen to be in my cabin. This blanket is new. It must be from the elk company. I'm hungry. Do you ever do anything besides eat and sleep? Congratulations, you're up. Your magic was completely jumbled up. You were training up your magic while learning elementalism and never resting for several months on end. That's why this happened. Were you doing this while I was sleeping? It's not hard or anything, but it's so boring that I fell asleep a few times. And it was really uncomfortable too. They're bothersome, you know. Well, not that I can complain since this was necessary. Don't be sick. Being sick is hard. Some people die from it too. Lucy watched Glot, who was like a grandfather to her, pass away in his sick bed. Thank you.
We pushed through one wall and now I want to climb the next. Aren't you curious? Don't you want to know how strong you truly are?
Oh, you're awake, Ed. Ziggs. Oh, shout out to Ziggs, man. Ziggs the homie. I wasn't sure if I could use the fireplace inside, so I started a campfire out here. Talk about a very compromising position. And she's gone. Ed, just how many girls do you... Then again, a strong male is bound to attract many females, I suppose. Is this how liberal civilization really is? Perhaps my understanding of society is too limited. Why are you here? Yin needed to get back to classes, and Lordo said she couldn't put off company business any longer. Your hair, it's fall, so I grew it out. I like him better with the long hair though. I ain't gonna hold you. I like his design with the long hair. I like it. I can almost see anything. This? There was no other choice. I'm sure someone more detail-oriented like Elka or Clara would have made something better, but Lordo specified that no other girls were allowed in here. Of course she did. I should check in on how the storyline is progressing. By the way, I heard that some alchemy students got into trouble with the academy while secretly mass producing mandragoras. Okay. Oh yes, Elvira is such a troublemaker. In the end, Taylor and Clevius took care of the problem quite quickly. Good, that means chapter 5 of Act 2, Exploring the Academy, went well. I also heard a rumor that the monsters eliminated by the Talos religious group stole into campus through the underground waterways. Taylor and I took care of that. I didn't think anyone had heard. So, chapter 7 of Act 2, Devil of the Underground Waterways, was taken care of too. I guess that means only the biggest event of the battle for the Sage's Sealed Tomb is left. How long was I out for, by the way? Today is the 10th day. Damn! 10 days? Shit. Everyone will be shocked to see you finally awake. What? They probably won't be able to see you today, though. Yen has to be at the academy for the day. And Lodo says you had to prepare for an important negotiation tomorrow and reluctantly left your camp. I expected to be out for a couple of days at most. But if 10 whole days have passed, Ed, hey Ziggs, yes? You have to send a message from me to Lodo right away. There's no time left. The day after Ed woke up, the incident full of unpredictable variables, chapter 10 of Act 2. The battle for the Sage's Sealed Tomb began. Present at the scene were the Princess, Penny Crowell, Lord Callahan, acting as a substitute for the head of the Elk Company, and the man who shouldn't have been there according to the original storyline, the head of House Rothstaylor, Crepin Rothstaylor. The final boss of Act 4. Oh boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm loving this series, bro. Like I loved it just from, us reading it and going through it since chapter 1. But like really, I'm loving this series, man. I'm loving it. It's a real good series. You don't really get many. You don't really get many like this, man. It's really good. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. You did. Make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about everything that happened in the comment section below. Also, you guys want to keep up with me, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, links, all of that is in the description as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.